Are you losing a little bit of hope during this pandemic as a nail professional because of what's going on? We're going to try and help you and walk you through this right now on the Biz Talk.
First coffee.
What? First what? God, that was... First coffee, is that what you said?
First coffee.
That was not your first coffee.
No.
You're a liar.
I meant before you start
Lie
talking.
to the people.
I meant before you start talking, I need coffee.
You need coffee. Oh, yeah. I think everybody here needs coffee before I start talking because I'm going to talk and talk and talk. Losing hope right now. I'm losing hope because I'm sitting here with... Sorry, I had to throw that in. Okay, let's get to this.
Hope floats, Habib, hope floats.
Well, for you, it does because you work with moi. That's French for me.
I could add on to the
All right.
but I won't.
As we know, this is a difficult time for all beauty professionals, right? Like you got to work. We've talked about this, working outside or putting in all kinds of new rules and regulations to make your business work. I actually had somebody DM me and she said, I'm super passionate about doing nails. I'm starting out. Is this the wrong time to start this business? I'm losing hope. I don't know what to do. A lot of nail professionals are feeling, even if you've been doing nails a long time, a lot of nail professionals are losing hope because of the situation. But it was an interesting question. Like, should I wait? I have a regular job right now. What should I do? And it was a very interesting question. But just to, and I'll get to it, but to get your take, Trace, to get your take on the pandemic and, there's a lot of nail techs that are in a really bad spot. Yeah. Like, what would your advice be to them? You as a professional, you as somebody that has gone through some rough times, in your career. I mean, this is unique, but you've been through some rough times. What would you say?
They're tired right now.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this is when, take for instance, we do a sale or something and things are intense, we get through it. Like, we get energy off of it.
Yeah.
And then you kind of crash after it's all done. And I find that my nail tech friends are kind of doing that. Like, they're finally able to go back in the salon and they're like, I need a vacation. I haven't worked, but I'm so exhausted from all of this. I just feel completely drained. So someone new getting into it, I can see how that's really, really scary, like watching what's going on. But what I would say to give you hope is people want their nails done.
This is true.
They want it. Now, yes, there are some clients, whether they have health conditions or they're elderly, that may not be going into the salon right now. And some of our nail tech friends, Melissa, sure. Patty, we were just together. And they were saying some of their clients at first were like, I'm not coming in. I'm too scared. And about 2 weeks later, they're like, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Cannot handle it. I have to get my nails done.
Right.
So what is you may see a drop if you already are a nail tech. It may take a little longer if you're just getting into it, but they want their nails done. That's the hope.
Yeah. It's funny. I've talked to some friends of mine who they're asking me, yo, man, do you have any insight into when things are going to loosen up for salons? And I'm asking them, I'm like, well, why? And they're like, you don't understand. My wife or my girlfriend, they're dying to get their nails done. Like, they can't handle it. They can't deal, and they need it. So I agree with you there.
Yep.
Obviously, the demand is there. For this person that was asking me, should I, wait? Should I hold on to my job? What should I do? What I told her was, you don't need to make a black and white decision right now. It doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Right.
There's no reason. Why not? I mean, if you're going to build if you're going to do this simultaneously, like if you want to make sure that you're financially secure right now, which is very important for a lot of people in this pandemic, you can keep working your job, and then why not take a few clients, build on the weekends? You know, yeah, you're going to be working probably 7 days a week, but when you're doing something you love, like if you want to transition to nails, it's not really like work in the beginning stages, because I can only compare it to myself. You know, I love business.
Yeah.
And so when I come here every day, I'm not like, oh my God, I got to go to work. It's not
That's
like
how he
that.
walks in.
Only because I see
You
Tracy.
again?
Again?
Why are you still here?
But I mean, of course, there's moments where it's exhausting and it's hard and difficult.
Yeah.
But when you really do love what you do,
Passion.
Passion. You put up with so much more. So why not keep the money coming in by keeping your job? Take a few clients, learn, like get your skill. Great. Now's a great time to get your skills down, get your timing down. Would you agree?
I was just thinking about it while you were talking. You eat caca when you're first starting out, no matter what. It's just a massive pile of caca.
Yes.
So eat caca now. Well, and by the time you're done eating caca, things will lightened up. And
Yeah.
then, you know, the people are coming. You have to get the schooling anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Take this opportunity to get the schooling while things are a little slower. You have to practice anyway. You're not going to have a full clientele immediately. This is kind of a good downtime
Yeah,
almost.
good opportunity.
Now that I'm thinking about it, to get all that. And then as the months go by, things are going to ease up. More people are going to be going in the salon. Life will get back to somewhat normal.
Yeah.
I think our normal has changed.
Of
but
course.
it'll get back to normal, and you'll be ready to be hitting it because you've already went through and got the license and done all that.
I'm just really thankful that the coffee didn't go in my mouth when you said caca, because I would have sprayed all over here and it would have been a big disaster. Yeah. No, sprinkler.
And he would have made sure he turned this way to do it. By the
For
way.
sure. You're going to be the first person I turn to. No, that's a really good point, Tracy. Like, take advantage of, I mean, I always try to look at that positive side, right? Okay, I'm just starting out. You can either say, you know, or if you're a nail professional and maybe things have slowed down, which we know they have, you can try to look at the positive side and say, okay, I've got all this time. Can I get my social media game going?
Right.
Can I get my technique faster so that when I come back full, I'm shaving 15, 20 minutes off per service, and now I can bring in more clients. I'm going to make that money back up, right? What nail art am I struggling? Can I go onto YouTube and just get some inspiration for new nail? Like, take the opportunity.
Use the downtime.
Use
right?
the downtime, yeah.
And that is so important. Is like, if you're using that downtime to practice, put it on your social media. Put it, everything's going on your social media. Build that up. As soon as you open for your clientele, you have your portfolio. You've already reached out. You're already doing location marketing. You're doing all that. So you're like so many steps ahead.
You're so many steps ahead. You are dialed in, and I'll tell you, it's kind of something that we've experienced, right? Over the last 3 years, we've been laying this foundation for like our e-commerce business, right? For Young Nails.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been laying down this foundation of communicating through all of our social media platforms. And then what I thought was going to turn into downtime,
Right.
you know, did not turn into downtime during this pandemic. It got very kind of busy for us,
Yeah.
but we were like, it all, like, it kind of shifted and changed because we utilized that time previously to build. You've got that time now. When things do get back to normal for you, you're going to be just crushing it. I mean, on so many levels,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And the other thing too I want to say is, like, no matter what, when you get into the nail business as a nail professional, most people, right, they go into booth renting or their own salon or their own space, right, in one of those like salon suites. That's the majority of nail techs that at least we deal with, right? Majority of our customers are booth rent. I say this all the time, but you're in your own business now, okay?
Right.
And part of that is, and you don't know when it's going to come, you don't know how it's going to come, but you can guarantee that rough times are a part of business. And I'm not saying like deal with it. That's not what I'm saying. It is, trust me, I'm very sympathetic and empathetic towards all beauty professionals. But what I'm saying is look at it like, okay, this is my hard time that I'm dealing with and I'm in it now. Because whenever you start your own business, you always know there's good times and then like there's just going to be rough times, even for us, right? As stable as a company as we are, we go through moments where it's just like, oh my gosh, I cannot, this is insane.
It just hits you in the face. You
it
walk
hits you in
in
the
one
face.
day, you're like, oh, everything's good. And boosh, like, what just happened?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Exactly. And it happens to us. So the good thing is that you've kind of gone, I feel like we've kind of moved towards the past, the absolute worst of it. And we're on the uptick now.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's going to be rapid and it's going to be quick, but you've done it.
Yeah.
You've gone through it. You know what it's like to go through rough times, man. And this is a rough time. And you've got that notch in your belt, and you should be proud of yourself for experiencing and going through and getting through the rough times. Pat yourself on the back, man. That is something like that's what these experiences are for. It's to build resiliency, in you as a business person. You have to develop that. There's no two ways about it. Business is something that requires resiliency. You've got to be able to deal with extremely rough times, which is what you're dealing with. There is hope. I believe we're kind of on the other side.
Right.
Of
and
this.
It's all a learning experience, right?
All of it.
Take a moment, catch your breath. We totally understand, like, again, we sympathize. Take that one day of pity.
Yeah, you got to do it. Yep.
And then what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
What are you going to just laser focus and use it as a learning experience?
I really, really like that. Like, allow yourself to be bummed and sad. Like it's an emotion, or upset, however long it takes you. Maybe, Tracey clearly stated takes her 24 hours. She's not human.
No, I just don't want people to drown.
I know. I'm kidding.
You spiral.
Of course. You can easily spiral into depression.
And it's not that you're not still bummed. You're just like, okay,
I got a deal. What am I going to do about it? I got a deal.
Yeah.
And it's time. I got to figure out, let me utilize this time. Let me survive. It's about survival right now. Let me figure out how to survive and get through this. So let us know in the comments below your take. What have you been doing during this time? I really believe that there is hope. I really believe that we're really on the other side of this thing, and we're starting to uptick. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings. Let Tracey know as well, any questions you have, but put it in the comments below. That way we can help others that are starting out, that are experiencing this, and maybe we can give them some hope also. Tracey, as always, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.